Ready for some NBA action. Instead, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, you aren't kidding.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Oubre. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
He gets it in there.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Bounce pass Maxey. George with no one around. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Handle no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Maxey attacking. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randle outside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randle likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Inside, here's Embiid. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Conley dishes to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Michael Conley good for 3.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And he makes both free throws.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Conley against Maxey. To the inside. Shot from 6. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
Oubre outside. To the middle. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to McDaniels. From downtown. And Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey against Conley. Maxey passes to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Over Gobert. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And Embiid practices these shots all the time, which is why he's so good from this area.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Gobert with a screen on George. Randall dishes to Gobert. Here's Maxey. Minnesota with the rebound. Three-pointer, Randall hits the three-point bomb. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
Oubre outside. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Misses from short range. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Conley finds McDaniel. Gobert with a screen on Oubre. The offensive rebound. No one near Randall as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target. Randall's got his third basket of the night right there. Maxey with it. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timberwolves lead by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
We've got Anthony Edwards. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Einad's checked in. The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Now here's Edwards. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Embiid. The strength of Embiid on display.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
For 3, Edwards. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers trailing to the right side. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Timberwolves. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Butler against DiVincenzo. Ingles kicks to DiVincenzo. Now, here's Ingles. Defense right on him. 4 on the shot clock. Reid with a screen on Edwards. A shot by Alexander-Walker, no good. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to McCain. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Alexander-Walker. Right side, Edwards. Rebound by Alexander-Walker. The Timberwolves have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Ingles. They could use a bucket. Bangs home the trifecta. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And there's the drive. A nice shot by McCain.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Nothing on the board. Gobert with a screen on Oubre. Here's McDaniels. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Buenas. No good on the 3. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Conley. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. You have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. You have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Now here's Gobert. Guarded closely. Randall no good. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Oubre. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Maxey looking it over. And they get it. Hits it from 3-point range. Maxey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The measuring of the shots.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Michael Conley, what a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Paul George is out there with Oubre. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Conley's shot is off.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's George. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Solid play there for PG, absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
Paul George, shooting 1.
George, no good on the free throw. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Here's Gobert. Right side, Conley. Edwards looking it over. Another shot. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Pass to Grimes. Outside, George. Down low, there's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Elbow shot is on the way, and he nails the jumper. And now that's 11 points for Anthony Edwards.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Back to George. No one near him. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
Now here's Conley. 8 points for him. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Inside. Gobert, no good. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Oubre dishes to Embiid. Pass to George. For the lead. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Conley, the pass to Edwards. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Here's Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Here's Yabusele. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Wow, Embiid pulls the defender in close and then gets all the contact he wants.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Clark has checked in for Mike Conley. And Philadelphia making a change here. So it's the Timberwolves now. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Randall. The shot missing. And so Edwards will bring it up for Philadelphia. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's McCain, defended by Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. It's good. Randall's got 10 points in the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Buenas. Reed with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Alexander Walker on the wing. Oh, good with the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Outside Edwards. Pass to Maxey for the lead. The 76ers with another miss. Clark right side over Edwards, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Minnesota in the lead. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Anthony Edwards out there with Donte DiVincenzo. Then it's Naz Reid, and it's Clark in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Gordon, defended by Alexander-Walker. Embiid bulldozing inside.
And the sheer size of Embiid poses so many problems for the opponent, and he's using it well to score inside against him.
Outside Edwards. Spins. Edwards at the rim.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Butler against DiVincenzo. Pass to McCain. Outside Gordon. 5 to shoot. To take the lead. And Clark over to help. Yabusele. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Miller's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Edwards, he's checked in for Gordon. Butler against DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Trains it from 9 feet away. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Embiid with the screen on Edwards. Driving to the basket. They grab their own miss. Minnesota leading by 4. Right block shot. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense click.
Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The 76ers again can't hit it. For Minnesota, they've got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And here's Edwards. There's the triple. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Miller. McDaniels, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Mike Conley in for Donte DiVincenzo. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. Edwards kicks to Conley. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Maxey against Conley. Outside Edwards. Conley, the pass to Randall. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 8. Oubre with it. Picked up by Edwards. To the paint. And George kicks to Maxey. Back to George. And they double up Embiid. Embiid sets the pick for George. Just 5 to shoot. The shot, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Gobert. Driving the lane. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Timberwolves.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. So they foul intentionally.
First team foul.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They've led by as much as 10.
Second team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. Embiid drives in. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Oubre for 3. No good on that one. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us in the things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led